Hey, good morning. Mark's Crypto Corner News. And it's a sunny Saturday, August 10th. So, what's going on? In today's news this morning, there's an angry Bitcoin investor files 22.5 million class action suit against an Israeli bank. Words I don't say too often. According to a recent report, a lawsuit of 22.5 million has been filed against Hapoelim. I'm not sure how to say that. An Israeli bank by an unnamed investor for its refusal to accept deposits of profits earned from Bitcoin. I guess they'll take deposits earned from crime and other things. It's like, why? Banks are a tyranny. That's what I think. It's time to make some changes, eh? Thanks, cryptocurrency. The complaint against the financial institution is being filed as a class action suit because I guess there's a lot of other investors and people that are also trying to get their money. Maybe they should have investigated that issue before, but however, there's probably another way around that. Just keep your Bitcoin. Go spend it somewhere else. Cryptocurrency exchange Pafdy launches its mainstream crypto adoption trump cards. And what does that all mean? That means Pafdy, a licensed exchange based in Estonia, is driving cryptocurrency adoption through its new e-commerce platform and the creation of their own stable coin USDP. August 10th, Estonia. Okay, yeah. In an effort to expand cryptocurrency adoption, Pafdy is debuting the first ever crypto-focused e-commerce platform. Okay, that's exciting. Okay, so what's next? Pafdy. They're just doing some stuff. Another exchange. Bringing the adoption of Bitcoin to the forefront, to the population. Okay. UK regulator reveals that XRP, which is Ripple, is not a security. I think of it more of a utility token that I think is in the banking system itself. They use to move money faster. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember what the white paper said on that. Okay, but based on a recent report, the United Kingdom financial regulators have issued a warning stating that Ripple XRP has non-security attributes. The security guard went home. The company recently shot a video clip focused on cryptocurrency regulations worldwide, in which it featured some of its officials who were making reference to a July consultation paper from the Financial Conduct. This is boring news. Okay, so what? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this one. Exit from Brexit, boost Bitcoin to all new high, all times high. What am I thinking? Okay, exit to Brexit. And their new Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, a staunch boy, is in control of that now because Mrs. May there, or Theresa May, previous Prime Minister, she couldn't get it done. So this guy's going to try, Mr. Boris Johnson. A number of fundamentals have been driving Bitcoin in recent weeks, such as escalating US-China trade war and the UK's exit from the EU. Some analysts foresee an all-time high for Bitcoin on the back of one of these events. Bitcoin boosted by economic woes, according to a report in the independent paper that other people read. Yes, because we always make up our own endings, just in case. What's next? Mr. McCormick versus Wright. You can't harm an already bad reputation. I don't know why he has a bad reputation, other than he's claiming that he invented Bitcoin. Yesterday saw the release of What Bitcoin Did. Podcaster Peter McCormack's legal defense against Craig Wright. Wright sued McCormack for libel over tweets suggesting that he wasn't really Bitcoin's creator, as we know it to be Satoshi Nakamoto. McCormack's defense basically states that Wright's suit is a cynical waste of the court's time. It's just drama. The pros and cons of legalization of sports betting in the U.S. So are they going to legalize it? After PASPA, Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act, was struck down in 2018 by the United States Supreme Court. Seems like a good thing. I don't know what the act entails, but the Supreme Court didn't like it. It's no surprise that discussions over the pros and cons of such a decision are being carried out in full swing. Betting on its own is a taboo subject. When it comes to sports betting, though, people love it. And so far, there's not any mention of blockchain or cryptocurrency or anything, but I think the sports betting, there is a blockchain applications for gambling for sure. There's blockchain gambling, there's blockchain apps you can get for your phone that is not gambling, but there are apps. So it's all coming around. And next, India plans to introduce crypto bill next parliament session. A look at community responses. They're not going to be happy whatever they decide. India seems to be a little bit funky on the old Bitcoin thing. So the Indian government has submitted a draft crypto bill to the Supreme Court and expressed its intention to introduce the bill in the next parliament session. The court subsequently set a new date to hear the case relating to crypto regulation. Meanwhile, back at the outhouse, the crypto Indian community has ramped up efforts to influence the government's final decision on how they like to see crypto being operated. Because if they put too many regulations on crypto, then they're going to take away a lot of potential tech sector jobs and financial jobs and blockchain and economic development, all kinds of things. So you got to think about that, right? It's not going anywhere. Crypto is here to stay for at least until quantum mechanics becomes a reality in some sort of way. And that's not going to be for quite a while. That's going to be the next big disruptor, quantum mechanics, right in your phone or something. Probably in your eyeball. I don't know. Who knows? So the next picture is green. And what does it say? Tokens built on Bitcoin Cash are cheaper to send than those of rival networks. Okay, so tokens built on the BTH, it's Bitcoin Cash. So Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin technology has inspired a lot of innovation, spawning a myriad of tokens representing digitized assets. There are now token creation systems on blockchain networks like OmniLayer, Counterparty, and Ethereum. Each framework comes with the cost of sending tokens, and right now the Simple Ledger Protocol, SLP, is one of the cheapest, most effective, and fastest ways to do that. I think it is, because I've read about SLP before. I put it in my CryptoNims section. Okay, so Goldman Sachs arrests Render Munchkin. Bitcoin comments useless. Okay, Goldman Sachs vice president and known Bitcoin skeptic Richard Note is among 17 senior executives who could face 10 years in prison for money laundering. They are criminals running the financial system. That's obvious. That's why everybody else is oppressed by the banking system, because they're run by criminals. Vice President could face 10 years in jail, according to a press release from Malaysia's Attorney General. yesterday. Node is now wanted in connection with the infamous 1MDB scandal as well. Man, criminals are running your bank. Financial sector is full of criminals. And then they go, the news media, oh, Bitcoin could be bad. Criminals, please. Criminals run the organization that you freaking live off, right? The entire country is run by criminals. It's called the government. And this guy, Pompliano, labeled crazy for his 50% market exposure to Bitcoin. Morgan Creek Digital co-founder Anthony Pompliano received a verbal beating, bad man, for his disclosing that 50% of his portfolio is in Bitcoin. Question is his lack of diversification a bad thing? Is Pump crazy? Earlier this week, this guy participated in a CNBC Squawk Box panel which discussed macroeconomics and its impact on Bitcoin price action. Well, all I gotta say is that you shouldn't really divulge your personal assets online. I mean, it's one thing to say, yeah, I own a house, but do you really? The bank owns that thing, man, and which is run by criminals. So just if you're into the Bitcoin thing, don't divulge everything you're doing. Try to keep it somewhat ambiguous as to your trades and your assets and the amount of monies and things. Don't just go, oh, I made $50,000 and blah blah blah, because you're going to invite unwanted guests into your networks and things. All right, so anyways, moving on. Oh, look, share your love. Hit one of these buttons, like that one there, and the other things, YouTubes and things, and also get some more good details. Enter, actually, be sure to click that, join my group, and get some cool details here on some trading information on how you can make some better choices on your trades. It's good information on how to trade and how to set up some stuff and all that good stuff. So there we are, Mark's Crypto Corner News, and it's a sunny Saturday. I'll see you again next week. Thanks.